Alright, hello, welcome to the final weather update of the night. It's a little after 10 o'clock, and yes, the line has finally weakened. It's just showers right now. You can see once it hit the marine air, it fell apart. However, there is some activity in the southern end of this line that's holding together, no surprise, over New Jersey where it's warmer. You can see some smaller thunderstorms here, but nothing severe. There is a special marine warning out for this cell that's just passed over Ocean City. That's a little far outside the area we normally talk about. So let's now that we're out of the woods with these thunderstorms, at least we're going to go over the temperatures today. Let's put up the map here of the high temperatures today on the screen that I put together for you, and you can see here the differences that we have across the area. Most of Long Island was in the 50s. The city reached the 70s, and so did Jersey. So anywhere from basically Long Island was the cool spot, and the Hudson Valley, even Westchester, got up to 67. So the high was 55 at West Hampton Airport today, 57 at Islip, 59 at Farmingdale, and look at this difference here. JFK 57, but at LaGuardia it hit 72, and Central Park hit 75, and a lot of 75-degree readings. 75-degree reading at Belmar Farmingdale, 75-degree reading for a high at Toms River. We saw that this afternoon. Yeah, this is summertime weather. 77 at Somerville Airport and 77 in Philadelphia. For some reason, Atlantic City Airport, I guess they had a little more of a sea breeze there. They kept it down to 65. It's very, very unusual weather for this time of year. Highly abnormal. And even at this hour at Philadelphia Airport, it is 72 degrees. 72 degrees, and look at the wind, southwest at 23, gusting to 32, so we have some high winds. Look at the dew point, 59. This is like summer weather we're having, and it's not even officially spring yet. This is crazy, this weather. It is absolutely insane. So, again, we're going to look at the Ventu sky map. You can see Long Island in the 50s, and as you go into the city, you see these warmer temperatures here over Toms River. Much warmer air over here. Thank God we have the sea breeze here on Long Island, keeping us cool. Of course, if you're on the South Shore, that's where you get the best sea breeze, and that's really important, especially in the summertime. But again, let's take it back to this afternoon, 1 o'clock or so, and see the difference here, whereas Long Island is in the 50s, and look at how Jersey is just baking here. So very, very hot in New Jersey once again. Goes to show you how much hotter it is inland. And this is around 3 o'clock. Look at that, 70s, 75, right around Toms River and on Long Island. Again, the North Shore was a lot. Well, North Shore was a lot warmer, in the upper 60s, whereas the South Shore was in the. Yeah, this is good. You can see that they were in the low 50s and even some 40s. So again, this is the difference. This is where you want to be. If you don't like the heat, I can't take the heat. All right, I do not do well in the warm weather at all. Haven't since I was born. You know, this is just, I don't know how anyone can live in this, and it's only going to get worse as the climate changes and things get warmer and warmer and warmer. This is not normal for this time of the year at all whatsoever. Not normal at all. Very unusual. Very unusual. And again, if we go over those dew points, let's go over the dew points that we had today too as well. You'll see dew points reaching up to 60 degrees. And even at this hour, if I can move this up, we still have very high dew points here. 62. And here's the front. The front shows up nicely here. Here's the cold front. So the drier air is now on the doorstep of New Jersey. It's now in the northern and western parts of New Jersey. This drier air will stream in once these thunderstorms exit. Look at some of these dew points. Insane. Insane. This is totally abnormal. Totally abnormal. Really, really crazy. Really crazy. If we actually let's just take this out for a moment here. Show you. Look at how the whole East Coast is shrouded in these very high dew points. All the way up literally you have the same air mass from Florida all the way up the East Coast. This is what I mean. This is highly abnormal. Meanwhile, out west, look at those nice low dew points they have out west there. Dew points in the teens. And we're going to get to out west. We are going to get to out west because we got to talk about that. I wonder if any of these observation stations have broken records. So that'll be the next thing we're going to look at right now and see if any records were broken We got to go to the climate section here and find that. Here we go, climate information. Let's get the observation for Philadelphia. So let's get the most recent climate report from Philadelphia. Let's see. The maximum was 77. However, it did not get to the record of 81. So they had a record of 81 in 1990. Came close, but it didn't break that record at Philadelphia. Let's see if, let's go to our office and see what Central Park, if they broke any of their records today. So again, we will look at the climate information, and we will see if they broke any records today. Let's see. 75, the record was 77. So they came close. Came close. Of course, this was the high temperature. This was reported at 434. So yeah, came close to the record. Let's see if LaGuardia broke a record. High was 72 there. Record value 74. They did not break a record. What about Newark? I didn't even look at Newark. High was 77 there. Their record was 79. So it came close, but it doesn't look like any records were broken. But that doesn't mean this was unusual. It was extremely unusual. We're going to actually now go and look at some of the results from the storm that happened out west in Denver, because this storm was very notable for its wind in Denver and Colorado area. And look at this. So Lincoln County wind gusts to 81 miles an hour. These are wind gusts. This is it was like they call it a bomb storm. You know, usually storms don't bomb out in the middle of the country. Usually they bomb out, you know, off the coast where there's warm water. But because of the energy from the Pacific, it caused the storm to bomb out. And these wind gusts are crazy, 81 miles an hour. But that's not even the worst of it. If we go and we look at the, we can also look at some of these snowfall reports too. All right, I like snowfall reports and showing the wind again. Let's try it again. Well, maybe we're not going to get snowfall reports. We'll try it one more time. Nope, no snowfall report. All right. So apparently they don't have it on there. I can also go and look at Colorado Springs and see. Now, notice how cold it is. They are 34 degrees, so they're in the cold air. But I want to see if we can get some wind gust reports out of this office. Public information. Okay, so I was able to find another the Twitter feed of the Pueblo National Weather Service for some of these wind gusts in that storm they had. Remember, this is the same storm that's responsible for bringing us the thunderstorms tonight and all the erroneous warmth. Colorado Springs had a wind gust to 96, not 97. That's 96. There was an error. I'll read to the lake. Listen to these wind gusts. 89. Lamar, Pueblo. These are like hurricane force wind gusts here. Absolutely insane. And you couple that with all the snow and the drifts. Thousands of people were stuck in their cars from this storm here. It's absolutely ridiculous. It was 96 miles an hour, not 97. That was erroneous, but still absolutely crazy. And also a new record, low pressure for the state of Colorado, may have been set in Lamar. So they're looking into that. So a record low. So this is how crazy this storm was. So this is the records that was set. So I can't really zoom in. But some of these are some really record low pressure. Doesn't really darn it. You can't make it any larger, really. All right, I can't even see this in here. You know what? Hold on a second. I'll do this. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way. And it's not even showing up. You can't even see it. What? So anyway, all-time record low pressures were set during this storm in Colorado. Even though you can't really read that though. You can't read that. It doesn't really say the actual. Yeah, all right. 970.4. So 970.4. What is the record? Oh, here's an area here. You can see it with larger numbers. So here we go. 9 is before these numbers. So look at this is the deepest low pressure system that ever happened over Colorado, which is insane. It's just, think about this. This is insane. Well, let's go to Event 2 Skywrite so you see what's going on now. I'm going to actually take the clock back now to this storm. So again, you see this is the storm that's causing all this warm air. Let's go back to the 13th, if we can. We'll go to past days. We'll go back to the 13th here, show you the storm here. Alright, so here's the storm that affected them. So again, this is the storm, the same storm. This storm took a track into Canada. Alright, it took a track into Canada. So you can see here's the storm here. Alright, here it is. So this is the storm that affected Colorado. Really, really deep. Look at how fast those arrows are moving. So really crazy. So this storm basically tracked. We're going to move, take a look, put it in motion here. Tracked right through up into Canada. And so that's what we're dealing with right now. Very unusual. And again, we are looking at the dew point. I could also show you the temperature, but you get the idea of where this storm goes. We can actually look at the GFS too and rewind history on this if you want to show you exactly what happens. We can actually go and we look at the simulated IR satellite. I think maybe this will this might show us the storm here. Yep, there it is. So here's the storm. You can see it right here. Look at that. So this is the storm that formed over almost like a hurricane over land. And that thing went up into Canada. So we were on the warm side, got all the warm air going up the east coast, basically. And this storm is basically, the energy from this storm came from the warmer than normal temperatures in the Pacific due to El Nino. But this also is due to climate change as well. So again, there's the storm, and there it goes. And if we can go, we can actually look at some of the wind as well on that as well. Let's go ahead and look at that. Let's change this to wind speed. Show you the wind speed. So again, here's the storm. There it is. Look at that thing go, and then it went up. So very unusual, very, very unusual, a highly abnormal a storm that happened. And I really do want to go back and look at this storm a little more, because this was really a historic storm that hit Colorado, and could have been us, but the same reason we're getting the weather we're getting now is because of that. So let's move it back. There's that storm. There it is, 13th. There it is, right there. So you can see and look at that, and I can actually change this to wind gusts. Look at some of these wind gusts. Insane. Look at this. That is crazy. This is what we're up against. So let's go and look at earthnullschool.net, and again, looking at the temperatures, and you can see the feed of air literally showing the wind speeds coming right out of the tropics right there. Absolutely crazy. It's coming right out of the tropics all the way up the east coast. And if we actually back this up, I think I can move this back a couple of days here. Let's see if we can move this back a couple of days here. Show you the storm. I think maybe the power just flickered here. Alright, here's the storm. Here it is. So, look at that. There it is. And again, this storm, look at that thing. I mean, it looks like a freaking hurricane in the middle of the country. And this is all due to climate change. All due to climate change. So, we're going to actually make this current again. And we're going to go to... Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Alright, oh. Actually, it should go to current when I go to ocean. Alright, so let's go sea surface temperature anomaly. Actually, this is showing the anomaly from that day, but we're gonna... No, we're in the right. Alright, yeah, we're in the most current reading. You can see, look at all this warm water. So, again, look at this tongue of warm water here off the east coast here. Very abnormal. We're talking water temperatures that are... yeah. Again, 11.2 degrees Celsius above normal. 11.2 degrees Celsius above normal. That's crazy. That's why we're getting all this humidity and all this warmth, and it's only going to get worse. And in the Pacific, here's your El Nino. Maybe not quite as dramatic, but you can see it. So all this is putting more energy into this atmosphere, creating more storms, and it's making the jet stream much more wavier than normal. So that's why you have all these extremes. That's why you have all these extremes and all these huge waves. If we go back and we look, let's go back and we'll look at the temperatures. I gotta put this back to where we were here. Watch what's going to happen here with the temperature. See, this storm's actually going to drag warm air all the way up into the Arctic, and that helps melt the ice. So, yes, we are in a climate emergency that is only getting worse, and the media is ignoring it completely. But you know, I'm glad that a lot of students walked out of school today to protest and to talk about this. It's very important. This is the biggest issue facing our country and our world right now. I can't say it enough that we are in a climate emergency. I just can't say it enough. So here's some of the winds that we're going to actually be having some high winds across. We're already having some high winds across. So this is the energy all from that storm, really affecting the whole country. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen with the temperatures. They will cool down as we go into tomorrow. Temperatures drop into the low 50s. And then for Sunday, we cool down into the low 40s. So it will cool down. Be below normal throughout the most of this upcoming week. Low 40s on Tuesday, mid 40s on Wednesday. It gets a little warmer on Thursday, and then it cools down again on Friday. And the good news is we will look at the sky conditions and show you that we will have some clear sky. So as we go into tomorrow, maybe not. Maybe some clouds developing across our area. Sunday looks really nice. Looks like a beautiful clear sky. Weak system on Monday. And Tuesday, more clear sky. So, and then Wednesday, maybe clouds up a little bit. Thursday, look at that, another clear day for Friday. And look at that, Saturday, another clear day. So we have at least 2 to 3 clear days coming up. So that's good. At least we're finally getting some sunshine, some clearer skies, and that's always good to see. Let's go look at the precipitation chances. The only system we really have to worry about is the very weak one on Monday, which could bring, like I said, a very little light snow that would accumulate dusting to an inch, and that'll be gone because the sun is strong now at this time of the year. And that's it. We're in fairly dry pattern. Another weak system for Thursday, but that's just about it. I'll just look at the NAM. We can look at the NAM and see how that looks with the skies as well. Don't really have enough of the 0Z in. We'll look at the 18Z, and we'll see that the skies are... the skies should be, let's just back that up a little bit. That would help. So Saturday looks like some sunshine, maybe some patchy clouds, but fairly decent. And then Sunday should be an absolute beauty for St. Patrick's Day. So that is going to wrap up this weather update. A lot of things to talk about. We'll just look at the radar one more time. It looks like we're out of the woods as far as these storms go. Yeah, they're falling apart. So it looks like we're out of the woods, but there still could be a downpour too, particularly North Shore of Suffolk County there. But that will wrap up this weather update. You know, we're in a serious climate emergency, and that's the story we should be talking about. That's the story the mainstream media should be talking about, but they are obsessed with these national and world stories because that's what Wall Street wants them to cover. And that's why we've got to get Wall Street out of our lives. That's going to be it. Take care.